So much death. I can't believe Bobby could have done this.
The dead in this land might lie still for the time being, but don't be fooled. Your Lord Bobby will find only death in the cold north.
You! Bobby is only doing what he believes is right.
Commendable as that may be, his greed will be his undoing. It falls to you now, Microsoft. You must lead Blizzard west to the ancient lands of Kalimdor. Only there can you combat the Shadow and save this company from the flame.
4 years have passed since
Warcraft 3 Reforged.
That's right, it's been 4 years since this remake in the truest sense. Reforged is nothing less than a definitive Warcraft 3 experience.
yeah.
Hello and welcome to Warcraft 3 Reforged 4 years later. In this video, I'll discuss what we gained, what we lost, and what could have been, using video clips and interview segments to demonstrate these points. Let's get started, shall we? Blizzard wasted no time implementing a new patch to fix Warcraft 3 Reforged.
A new update is available for download. Please download it now. Download.
It keeps kicking you out until you download the update, but you can't download the update, so it's just going to keep kicking you out. Oh my... I've got 0 wins and 30 losses. That's my highest rank. You still got this going on. The rank 1 player is 3 wins and 3 losses. Where winning did not always count towards your matchmaking rating, but you can bet losses sure counted, and winning didn't always mean winning either. Sometimes it could mean your greatest defeat. What the hell? What can you do? I guess I've lost. No, oh my MMR. That saves me from having to play this game anymore. Back to -1 MMR. And random disconnects can still surprise you. Makes sense. Well, that's a new one. Oh, tanks. Oh, brilliant. Oh no, it happened again. F's when you had I had an event what the hell is this green background? That's new. An orcish theme.
Our brethren's town is under attack. The rest town is under attack. As the shadow will. I have to go now. My planet needs me.
Loading your game stacks music that stays with you wherever you go. Reforged is fixed.
How are you guys tackling bug fixes for this?
Yeah, there's definitely a desire to identify what are actual bugs as opposed to features. We didn't actually fundamentally break Warcraft 3.
That's good. I'm sure everybody's happy with that.
Now I will reforge our weapons to strike with searing heat.
I don't have a sponsor for this video, so if you're happy with it so far, like and share this video. I need your help to give this video exposure as one last up yours to Bobby, who made Warcraft 3 Reforged what it is.
Grab your sword and fight the horde.
In 2022, we got many of Warcraft 3's original missing features back, such as ranked ladder, leaderboards, player profiles, Zoom, clans, and custom campaigns. If you'd like to know more about the history of Reforged, check out these videos linked in the video description below. So let's look at what we gained since then. A new optional observer mode is available, changing how players can watch games and replays. Here's the original classic observer mode so you can compare it with the new one after. In the menu, you toggle the new observer mode on or off. You can see the production bar at the top left of the screen showing progress on units, buildings, and upgrades as they are made. And swap to the unit bar to display the player's heroes, workers, buildings, and unit counts. On the top right of the screen, you'll see the color, team, race, name, gold, lumber, food, and actions per minute of each player. At the bottom left, the minimap is displayed along with player heroes, spells, and inventories. At the bottom right, health, mana, damage, armor, and status effects are shown. And heroes will also display experience, statistics, and inventory items too. This works well enough for 1 versus 1 or smaller team games, but as you can see, the more players that get involved, the more crowded it tends to get. With 24 players, all of them are displayed on the right, but only 12 on the left. There's only so much space to work with. Overall, the new Observer mode is an improvement, but there is one man who definitely knows how to make it better. Neo. No, not that one. This one.
It's Witty! What a prick. Alright, slaughter Witty's people. No chance, Witty! Die!
Oh, well, I see how it is. Well, he does know how to optimize a great Observer mode.
We rearranged the inventory horizontally and put the spells also horizontally. That buys you time in the vertical dimension, which would open up the field at the bottom. 90 food versus 92. Heal scroll, mana potion, invo potion, it's all available. Carrion Swarm is sick, it's also level 3.
So going forward, I'd like to see Blizzard follow that direction.
Our tournaments planned, we had those automated tournaments. Yep.
One of the last original missing features for Warcraft 3 has returned, automated tournaments. Open to all players, tournaments will run daily with different game rules, maps, and available races. Successfully competing in tournaments will earn points towards unlocking unique portraits. The tournament schedule rotates time zones each week, and at the end of week 4, tournaments will reset back to week 1.
I loved me some automated tournaments. I would plan my week around them.
Well, I hope you enjoy setting your alarm clock to 12 AM. Another feature we used to have that's come back is the ability for players to now save and load online games. This doesn't apply to ranked matches for obvious reasons, but it can be a useful lifesaver for you and a group of friends if you get deep into a custom game or were worried about an inevitable crash or disconnect that might wipe all of your progress. In typical Reforged fashion, it's jank. Whoever loads the game is the host, and there can be only one. The other players cannot join the game using the game lobby, as it will state that the game name already in use. The host, and only the host, can invite the other players to join the loaded game. Once invited, the party can continue on from the saved game and
adventure awaits!
If you kill the chieftain, we'll sell our goods to you at cost.
I guess I can.
Now, let's look at what we lost. Let's start off with something light. We lost the inventories of some of the bravest heroes in Blizzard's Warchasers map. For whatever reason, they do not have an inventory in which to stash the epic loot they'll find on their adventures. This goes for both classic and Reforged graphics. On a more serious note, Blizzard removed the campaign updates from patch 1.33. They couldn't figure out how to fix the issue with the checkpoint saves or HDVFX causing crashes. Many of the changes for the campaign improved the player experience with bug fixes and difficulty adjustment to suit the player more effectively. Easy is more accommodating, normal sets expectations, and hard more accurately challenges veteran players. So now some maps don't have a hard difficulty at all, and in general it's just a bit of a mess.
Are old Battle.net accounts basically going to be dead from Warcraft 3? Are there going to be a way to merge them or convert them or anything, or what's the plan for that?
You know, we have people that, again, have 15, 16 years of history with this game. They've got their record, they've got their profile. They don't want to lose that. We don't want them to lose that.
It's safe to say that now, after 4 years, Reforged is not going to give me my stuff back. By that, I mean classic Battle.net players lost their legacy Warcraft 3 accounts, along with all of their statistics and profile icons. This is Grubby.
This is Witty, and he's your king.
And don't you forget it. I'll let Grubby explain what happened.
You could log in here, and they said, we're going to safeguard your stats, your account, and we're going to add it later on, after release, to be fed into your Reforged account. You're going to have the old icons, you're going to have your old stats, be fed on into the UI, the new stats, and so on. Frack if it ever happened. Frack if they ever remembered. When Reforged released, they shut down classic games of Warcraft, TFT, and ROC. So you can't log in anymore. And it's gone. So the link account scam is truly interesting.
Package for Mr. Rhythm.
It makes you wonder what could have been. Did you know the original Warcraft 3 had 6 to 13 races planned? One of those being the dragon race, where you control a single dragon and power them up as you play. Apparently dwarves could have ridden spiders too. And for Reforged, developers considered adding back the original final Night Elf mission that was cut from Reign of Chaos. It followed after the battle with Archimonde. I didn't even know it existed.
Most people don't know there was actually a level that was going to come after Night Elf 7 in Reign of Chaos, because we had that level where it's a 45-minute holdout where you of course, people know about it now that have played through it, where you have to defend Jaina, then Thrall, and then finally the Night Elf. But, after you finish that level, there was actually another level at the end where it ended up being almost a 2-hour mission. And the more we played it, the more we realized that, God, after you got done with this mission where your knuckles are pretty much all white and you've been sweating the whole time, you don't want to go into this big slugfest of a mission. So rather than keep it, we actually cut the last mission for the game and then peeled back and made Night Elf 7 the final mission.
I can't believe you just told the world that.
There was a team brainstorm to discuss possible new neutral buildings, items, tile sets, and best of yet a new neutral hero, which would have been awesome. There's still space in the tavern for more. There was going to be a World of Warcraft styled world map showing players their voyage across Azeroth as they progress through the campaign, showing where key characters during each mission were, with visual effects displayed on the maps after missions, such as Stratham left on fire once completing the Cullen mission. It was going to be like a pop-up book where you would move around the map and the map would visually change. There were ideas of tutorials that would teach new players multiplayer tactics.
Have you given thought to provide educational opportunities for new and existing learning players?
Yeah, so we don't have concrete plans yet, but ideas that we're kicking around are some training systems so that if you are brand new to this, we can show you how to, build up your base and macro and, get your economy rolling, and understanding how many peons or workers you should be having going to a gold mine versus, on lumber, and helping people understand the fundamentals.
Systems for teaching players how to level up more quickly, a mini game to help you get better at the macro game. So we don't have an exact, here's a feature set, but we are kicking around ways of figuring that out.
We might have got additional unit skins and variants of units post-launch Reforged. I would much prefer more classic unit skins and variants.
The Spoils of War edition, you're going to get some skin options. Are there going to be others outside of that in the future?
Because the game is 3D based, it does give us some additional options that, with StarCraft Remastered, we would basically have to make all the models in 3D. And if we wanted to do any sort of variants or whatever, we'd have to make them in 3D and then split them out into 2D in all the different angles and variations. So the effort that went into actually just doing anything, it was almost like we were doing twice the amount of work. With Warcraft 3, we basically get to do half the work that we were doing on StarCraft. So it does open the door for us to start exploring things like additional skins and variants and so forth on units. But like I mentioned, out of the gate, we are planning to have more variety on different unit types, just so that everything isn't just the same unit. And how far we go down that path is a little bit of a TBD.
I smell magic in the air. Or maybe barbecue.
There will be some kind of achievement system.
Yeah, there is, but it would have been great if it was based on mission objectives or multiplayer challenges like in StarCraft 2.
Achievements is really the big one. It's a lot deeper than the stuff we saw in Warcraft 3. Just getting a couple of portraits for wins on the ladder. There's
cooperative play has a bunch of achievements associated with it. Obviously, the campaign at all different difficulty levels has a bunch of achievements associated with it. Wins on the ladder, clever play, or very challenging play can win you achievements as you're actually in live in a battle. So all of these things together really open up a lot of possibilities for players to seek, explore, and try to take on the game in maybe in ways that hadn't occurred to them.
Tell Blizzard I'd make a great action figure.
The UI, it looked quite different here in the game. It's smaller. Is that its final look?
Oh, absolutely not. No. We're definitely iterating on the UI. We definitely want something a little more modern, a little more streamlined, but we're absolutely open to feedback on the UI. This is just what we had to show. This was an option we had to show for BlizzCon.
The revamped UI showcased at BlizzCon 2018 was intended to ship with release, but was never finalized, nor seen again. At least with the upgraded world editor, the UI is customizable in a way that it was not in the original game. And as you can see, it's been well utilized by the custom game community.
Will hotkeys be customizable natively?
Yes.
People are going to have a better UI/console to do their hotkeys, is what you're saying?
Yes. I would look toward what we did for SCR as an example of what that might look like.
Battle cruiser operational.
Sadly, Warcraft 3 Reforged still doesn't have this.
Reconnect feature, any possibility?
A reconnect feature is something we're definitely looking into.
You don't want to commit clearly, but it's something you would like to do. All right.
Yeah, I don't really have any details about that.
There used to be a Reconnect feature for Warcraft 3 in times gone past. Both Gproxy and the Warcraft 3 NetEase client once provided the quality of life ability to rejoin games. Yet, unfortunately, we didn't get this for Reforged.
It's simple. Just take the hydraulic phase shift emulator and attach it to the transdimensional photon particle emitter. Bam! New tower.
Blizzard skipped remastering Warcraft 1 and 2 due to a higher level of fan demand for Warcraft 3. However, we could have gotten a playable Warcraft 1 campaign within Warcraft 3 Reforged, focused on hero-centric gameplay, story and cutscenes. It was months of work, but they were in pre-production for Warcraft 1, and Warcraft 2 would have been next if higher-ups didn't pull the plug and scrap it all together.
I was hired to work on Warcraft 3 Reforged. We were going to do the Warcraft 1 campaign in Warcraft 3 Reforged. So it would have been a whole new campaign, a retelling of the Warcraft 1 story with all of the updates and stuff that they did, things from the movie mostly, by the way. And I had already designed some levels and stuff, and all of a sudden I was invited personally, and then I brought in Tim Campbell, and Tim Campbell brought in some other people who had previously worked on it, and we were going to it was going to be the classic, the original Warcraft 3 team working on Warcraft 1 retold in Warcraft 3 Reforged. If you're not a patron, you can join there and see the documentation from that event. That got the shaft. And in large part, I'm 90% sure it was a Bobby Kotick decision.
Time to die.
That's it. I'm dead.
For the Horde!
Did you know, for the first time ever, Warcraft 3 Reforged went on sale in the summer of 2023 and continued to go on sale for subsequent Blizzard deals. This meant that the guaranteed refund had been refunded. Does that even make sense? I'll keep it in. So, I've often been asked the question, is Warcraft 3 worth it? Should I buy Warcraft 3? And I still don't have a good answer to that. The game is playable, aside from the jank matchmaking ladder, aforementioned bugs, crashes and disconnects. But we got pretty much everything back that made the original Warcraft 3, but it still isn't a polished or finished product in my opinion. So take that for what you will. Perhaps the answer you seek can be found at BlizzCon 2023. They talk about all of their games there, right?
Where's our heroes of Overwatch at? Adventurers of Sanctuary? Defenders of Azeroth? And gamers everywhere, welcome!
What about Warcraft 3?
Ready to work. And we are ready to work. Anybody here for Warcraft today? Yeah! Big shout out to the Warcraft. Thank you.
Ah, crap.
For our early prototypes of the game, we used Warcraft 3 and WoW models.
It's concerning that the only mention of Warcraft 3 is during the mobile game Warcraft Rumble panel.
It's an honor to meet you. Have you met my daughter?
Greetings, my lord.
Justice has come.
Well, our only hope now lies with Microsoft. Who knows what they have planned? Well, getting rid of that Bobby guy's a start. Oh, hi, Clippy. Phil told me to take care of that Alan Adam guy as well. Yeah, he was one of the original Blizzard founders brought back in to push mobile games. Well, not anymore. I had to toss out Mike Ibarra, too. Oh, why him? I just don't trust his face. So what are you going to do with Blizzard, Clippy? We're going to clean up this place and set things right. Does that have anything to do with that Blizzard survey hinting at a soft relaunch for Warcraft 3 Reforged? We'll see, partner. We'll see. Right, well, I'm off now. Y'all go ahead and have a good day now. See ya, Clippy.
Lord Bobby, our scouts have found the missing band of developers. They appear to be lost in the wilderness nearby.
Those brainless developers are almost more trouble than they're worth.
However, we'll need them on the front lines. I'll have to lead them myself. Can't you idiots follow simple orders? There's a crunch on and you louts are off having a picnic. Get this game rolling immediately. Right away, Lord Bobby. Move them out, lads! Oh, they don't pay us enough to put up with that asshole.
Well, there it is. This video took 85 hours to make. If you got this far, consider subscribing. I'm almost at 100,000 subscribers, and I'd appreciate you being one of them. Please do like the video and share it with your friends and any communities you think would appreciate this. Your help goes a long way to appeasing the YouTube algorithm gods. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Witty. I hope you had a good time. Take care. I wish you all the best.
Goodbye forever.
Hopefully not.